You are listening to the Built to Grow podcast, delivering the knowledge in all things fitness business. We help gym owners win. Here are your hosts, Tim Lyons and Randy Engston.
All right, welcome back to the Built to Grow podcast. I am your host, Tim Lyons, and in studio today, as always, my co-host, Randy, the miser of magnitude Engston.
Ooh,
that's good.
Magnitude.
You know what?
That's a great word.
I just noticed this football helmet is not in the video. I'm going to bring it in.
Yeah, let's make sure that it's front and center here.
Yeah, it's almost football season, y'all. I think August 24th is the kickoff game, Miami versus Florida college football. That's all I care about.
Well, I mean, we're in preseason of the NFL. Do we even know this?
No.
Have you seen the game?
No.
Me neither.
I'm just turned off by the NFL, man.
Agreed. Let's watch it. And I've said college football for a long time for the fact that the players are there to make a statement. They don't have the paycheck yet.
No, they're earning it.
They're earning it. So the level of desire on the field, in my opinion, changes. Now talent and skill and speed and hits and things like that, you could argue that, but I want to see guys show up with heart.
No, it's great, and the atmospheres are amazing from SEC to the Pac-12 and the Big Ten. They're all different atmospheres, which is totally super cool. Anyways, a couple housekeeping tips. Got a book out, Built to Grow book, timlyonsbook.com. If you want to check that out, timlyonsbook.com. Also, if you're a gym owner making $400K or more per year per location, I want to see you here in October 18th and 19th here in Scottsdale. You can check out the event I'm putting together here with you, Randy. Mm-hmm. It is pfmarketingsolutions.com/event. It's going to be a great time. We've already half booked by now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
there's a list right there on the board of everybody that's coming.
Confirmation. So, I just got 2 more verbals, so we'll put those on the list.
It's going to be a great event, guys. We got some great speakers. A lot of questions about what the format is. This is we're setting the room up in it's called school room, so everybody will have a desk. We can take notes. We're going to present, and then we're going to have some roundtables and some breakouts. It's going to be a blast. So really, I feel the value coming from just getting the right people in the right room is going to be amazing.
I think that's the biggest thing that we've talked about is the caliber of the individual showing up and the fact that we want individuals showing up that want to contribute. It's not just come here. It's not your typical learn, sit around, next session, go home type of thing.
No.
There's going to be massive interaction. So show up. Be ready for that. Bring some value to the table and
get some breakthroughs.
Be part of it. Yeah, there you go. I mean, leave with something and use it.
That's the other thing. Great episode today, everybody. We have one of the biggest challenges in the industry is you've gotten your leads, they book the appointments, but nobody shows up. How do we fix that? Well, we're going to talk about in this episode how to fix that, some tools, tips, and tricks, some tactical stuff, because we've heard back from you. These are the types of episodes that you do enjoy. Great, Tim. I tried that out. It was amazing. Thank you.
Yeah.
And we've been getting amazing feedback. By the way, I appreciate you guys listening and giving us such good feedback. We just got a great message today by a listener that's saying how she's in 3 masterminds. Mm-hmm. She's getting more value out of our free podcast than the paid mastermind she's in.
That's a huge pat on the back. I mean, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks. That's our whole intention behind this. I mean, we definitely want to bring as much value as possible.
For sure.
Tactics. Usable, nuggets.
Yep, nuggets.
Nuggets.
So today's episode is how to get people to show up. So let's start back from maybe the beginning and decide, hey, why aren't they showing up? And what the state of the industry, and not just the industry, but the state of the society, thank you, the word I was looking for, society in general. So let's talk about this in this kind of non-committal society that we're living in, because that ties into showing up for appointments.
Yeah, as we're kind of like spitballing ideas on why, that might be a thing, I think the one thing we realize is that the generations before us were extremely committal. I mean, you went to school, you went to college, you started a career, you retired after 40 years, you got
in the same company.
Yep. House, wife, house, kids, picket fence, dog. Yep. Who had 1.5 kids? Everybody had 1.5 kids.
No, it was two and a half.
2.5 kids. I think 2.5.
Well, right, and they would that was the play.
Yeah.
They ran that. There was no divorce. I mean, obviously there was divorce, but the divorce rates were much lower than they are today. I think it's 50-50 shot now, flip a coin. And it's going the other way. So it's going to more divorce over time.
I mean,
there's no commitment.
The anomaly in that society was the older individual that was single. You were seen as that was
Outlier.
strange, the outlier.
Something's wrong
right?
with
yeah,
you.
there was titles for people like that. I'm not going there or coming up with them offhand, but there are. We'll Google them.
Yeah. So why is that? I think number one thing that I think why people are non-committal, and you mentioned it before the podcast, is there's so many choices in the marketplace for different things, and not just gym to gym to gym. Like,
any service, any
or we're
option.
talking, any option of anything. Uber, you got Lyft. You've got 25 restaurants in an area. You've got going into the dating world. You don't need to go out to a bar or a restaurant or a friend to meet somebody. You got choices online, Tinder and whatever those Bumbles and stuff. So you scroll, swipe right, swipe left. I mean, there's no commitment needed, and there's instant gratification. So if you think about fitness, the industry, the business that we're providing a result, but think about the conversation you have to have with this person. You want a result, great. You're gonna have to pay me a lot of money. It's gonna be hard. You're gonna be sore. You're not gonna get results right away. It's gonna take a long time to get your results, but when you do, you're gonna feel amazing.
Yeah, you're gonna love it.
Sign up here. It's very hard.
It's a big sell.
It's a big sell. Versus, and I use this analogy a lot, when we were across the street next door to the nail salon, that place was packed. Why? You go in, you sit down, you get your nails done, your feet done, or whatever you do in those nail salons, women, I don't know. And it's instant. And you walk out and you get out of here. And do they want to look better, obviously, or else they wouldn't be doing their nails, but they don't want to go to the door next door where you're going to have to sweat and work your ass off to get results. You get an instant result over
Risk
here.
reward, right? I mean, the reward for that feel good, that accomplishment, the ability to walk out and feel great with yourself might not happen with that single session. You know, it could take years. It could take months, years, depending on the goal and where you're headed.
Yeah.
That nail salon, when you walk out, if your nails aren't the way that you want,
just go fix them real quick.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you're leaving with the nails that you want.
Yeah, haircut, massage, even to some extent chiropractic. You get adjusted and you feel better immediately. Fitness is different. And there's not, you go to a car dealership, you go and you spend that big money, but you get instant gratification driving off the lot in your brand new smell good car. Fitness is different. So
even Amazon. Why is Amazon crushing a lot of other retailers? Speed to home, right? You can have that package in 24 hours. You can have it in 1 hour now here, with Amazon Now and stuff. They're taking off because they're providing us that solution of immediate gratification.
Yeah. So we're up against the wall, guys, as women. The fitness industry is tough. You're trying to get somebody over that hump to commit to all of this stuff, knowing they're not going to get an instant result. So we're already against the wall when it comes to this. I mean, we're even going further deeper into the non-committal state. I've had people set up for appointments for interviews for a job. We posted a job online. They give us a resume. We qualified them. We called them. We scheduled it. We spoke to the individual. We confirmed it for 5 p.m. tomorrow, and they still don't show up.
No call, no show for an interview.
Isn't that crazy?
Same thing happens with us. We've got business owners self-scheduling with Profit because they have a problem or looking for us as one of the solutions. They've reached out. We confirm. We text, email, confirmations, things like that, and they don't show for the call that they scheduled, asking for help. Free call. I mean, it's a free call too.
So it's not. Yeah, it's a free call. So it's not just your consultations for the gym, the clients coming in. It's everywhere you look, right? And it's not. And I think it's a society thing.
Well, something dawned on me too as we were going through some of the reasons. Just the pure amount of advertisements that we're hit with. I mean, it's exploded.
Distractions.
I wish I had those. I wish I thought about that before, because the statistics over that versus 50 years ago, the number of platforms, where they're located, you can't drive down the street without billboards smacking in the face. You can't open up your phone. I mean, I literally went through Instagram. It's every fourth post.
It's an
ad.
Yeah.
That means 1/4 of everything you're viewing and the amount of time that you're going through that news feed is trying to sell you something.
Yeah.
So options.
Yep.
Buy me. Like, there's only so much disposable income as well to play with.
Yep.
So if you're buying Amazon, if you're buying nails, if you're buying whatever, that hard sell of fitness might be,
pushed to the back burner.
It's not top line.
Exactly. And it's not just fitness. So think of, coming in, like you said, nails and advertisements, all these things, but like think about the competition that you have in your facility. A diet technically is a competitor of yours.
Mm-hmm.
Going for a run is a competitor of yours. Orange Theory is a competitor. The YMCA is a competitor. The online trainer guy or girl going for a hike is a competitor of you as a business, because they all provide the solution of weight loss / fitness.
Karate Institute, martial arts studios, like the non-direct competitors that we have. There's tons of them.
Yeah. So you've got this lead. They schedule the appointment. At the time, they've decided this was a good fit. So they pressed the button and they looked at their schedule and they clicked the button to book.
Mm-hmm.
Now what do we do to get them in the door?
The hard part.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this is not, again, we started with all that because we understand it's not just fitness. It's not just your leads are bad.
Yeah,
we hear that.
We hear that quite often, right?
The leads are bad, that nobody's coming in. Well, it has something to do with the offer, and it does. If it's free and there's no commitment to this, there's nothing for them to lose. If they make a purchase online and you have a funnel going online where they actually commit to making a purchase, I would tell you that the show-up rate's very high, 90% or higher for somebody that's already paid online.
Skin in the game.
Yep. So that flows into it. But now, what if it's just a consultation? There's no charge. How do we get somebody in? So let's talk about the reasons why they don't come in. We talked about there's no choices. Let's talk about the fear that goes through somebody's head, where maybe it was 2 a.m. they were scrolling on Facebook and they saw the ad, and at the time they felt like, yeah, I want to get in shape. Now it's the next day and it's time for them to come in. What's going through their head?
Sure, they were tossing back a few Diet Pepsis, and that sounded like the next best thing, and now they're in a clear state of mind and they're like, a little resentful or a little resistance around it or something.
Right. Or maybe they have the full best intentions. They really do, but there's still the hesitation.
Mm-hmm.
So why is that? So you had a friend, April, come in today, and she was talking about how she has this kind of phobia of just walking in the gym. Once she gets in there, she feels pretty good.
Yeah.
But just that the all eyes on me kind of thing is tough for some people, and I can understand that. So that's a fear. Like,
sure.
Am I going to be judged when I get in there? Is everybody going to be in shape when I get there?
Yeah, we talked about, I think it was when we had Eric on, about some of the objections people have. The physical shape somebody is in before beginning a fitness program weighs into factor with some people.
Yeah,
they don't feel fit enough to begin a fitness regimen.
Yeah, that does go. I've heard it. I've sat in the consultation with a client saying, I feel like I need to get in shape. I'll be back when I get in shape to start a training program. I go, whoa. That's what we're doing here. So why do they think that? Well, number one, they have this image of what's going on in the gym and everybody's fit.
Yep.
Okay. How can we then maybe lower the fear and anxiety ahead of the consultation? So let's say they schedule today for a consultation tomorrow to come in the door. What happens in between the booking and the show? That's the X factor, I think. So here's some great tips of things that you guys can do. We don't do all of them. We will be implementing several of these, and we do some of these on the ProFit side. Number one, an obvious confirmation of the appointment has been scheduled.
Yeah.
If you can get them also, if your software allows you to create a Google Calendar link or an Outlook link, so they can just click on it and now it goes into their personal calendar, that's a thumbs up.
Yep.
Do that. Number two, confirm the appointment. And not just by email, get on the phone and call them and maybe overcome some of their objections ahead of time before they come in.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any questions before you come in? Whatever, right? They probably do.
Absolutely.
So that you can lower the no-show rate if you actually get them on the phone. Now, you won't always get them on the phone. You can also text message them. So sometimes that email goes into the spam, or they don't open emails every day. You tried calling them and went to voicemail. Get them on a text message. A lot of times that'll get to them. Okay?
Absolutely. You're big on automation, so all of those touch points
can be automated.
Yeah, I mean the phone call can be automated. You push it and it goes right to voicemail. So at least they have something. They've known you've reached out. It's fresh in their mind. It's an additional layer. But definitely phone, text, email. If you're not doing those,
that's step one.
That's literally that's playing the game at all.
Okay, so those are confirmations. We've got you scheduled at this time. This is our address with this person. That's it. Okay. Next, kind of level up from there. Send them a video, a personalized video of you as the person that they're going to be meeting with. Hey, this is Tim from Pulse Fitness. I'm so excited that you scheduled an appointment. And this could be done on the confirmation page as a video right there. Now they put in a person with like a face with the name that they're going to be meeting with. I think that would help lower the anxiety a little bit.
It goes back to some of our previous conversation too. There is a level of comfort of the individual that comes into a studio and sees the same person that they saw, whether it be the ad, a sales funnel, confirmation page, automation. When they walk through the door and they see that same individual that they're going to be speaking with, it carries weight.
Yep.
There's a level of comfort. That relationship's been established before they stepped in the door.
Yes and no. They don't know they're meeting with that person per se.
Sure.
So this way would be you'll be meeting with me. And we did this over with a client in Palm Springs. We did this exact thing. So if you guys use Calendly, I think Calendly is a great piece of software. It's like $15 a month. You can do an auto redirect to a landing page or any URL post confirmation, and on that page could be the video of the person they're meeting with. Tell them what they're going to be doing when they get there. Tell them what to expect, what to wear. Anything and everything to lower, again, the anxiety of what they're stepping into.
I agree.
Before they get there.
Yeah.
Okay. That would be the next level. I think even further up, the level, up leveling of how to get people to show up, there's probably two more big things I could tell you. The next thing would be maybe give them a mini video tour of what it's like to pull up into the parking lot. Hey, this is Tim from Pulse Fitness. I saw that you scheduled an appointment. I'm really excited. I just want to show you around the gym real quick so you know where you're coming, where you're going to be meeting. This is the parking lot. This is outside the door, so you might have seen us. We're right next to the CCV Church over here. We're just off of Pima Road, just off the 101. So if you're coming north, it's going to be on the left-hand side. You can park anywhere in this parking lot, grab a spot that works for you. Here's the door. You're going to come on in this door. You're going to say hi to Alexa here at the front. Hi, Alexa. This is you walking through the gym. Over here to the right, this is where we're going to be meeting. We'll sit in here for probably 15, 20 minutes, understand your goals, and then we're going to head on over here. Let me follow me over here. We're going to go ahead over here. We're going to do a movement screen. So the reason we do this movement screening is because we want to identify some limitations. We don't want to put you out on the training floor if you know there's some potential for injury. That's something that we do with every client. Don't worry about it. We're not going to be doing a workout today. We just want to see how you move. And then, we'll wrap up over here. I'll show you around the gym when you get here. But I'm looking forward to seeing you, and I can't wait to meet you.
Yeah, guys, that's a script. Go film that. Go do that.
Yeah, go do that. And on video, walking through the gym. So now, all of a sudden, if I'm thinking about this person who booked the appointment, I just got this video, I know where I'm going. I know where the building's at. I know where to park. This is who I'm going to meet with. This is what we're going to be doing. I feel okay about showing up for this appointment. So, guys, try that. Incentivize. This will probably be the next thing. Maybe incentivize them for showing up. Hey, we can't wait to see you. When you get here, I've got a water bottle and a T-shirt with the logo on. I just want to give you a little gift when you get here. That sometimes will boost the show rates.
Yeah. It's worked with some of the clients that we have that have had struggles with that process. Within the last week, just adding an incentive increased the show rate for one of our clients.
Yep.
Just that one piece right there. And then when you're worried about that, right, it goes back to your marketing budget. Bake in the cost of whatever that incentive is into each of those.
Yeah.
It just goes right back to your cost per acquisition.
So if that costs another $15, now it's an extra $15 per acquisition.
Big deal, right?
Yep.
ROI.
So a return on investment. Bake that in as a hard cost. What are some other things you can do?
What do you think? I mean, now granted, this would be for the extreme. If you think of urgency and scarcity, okay. What about, because it's a big tactic, what about a cost or a penalty for a no-show?
That's so tough. If you think about, the doctor's appointments,
sure.
they penalize you $25 if you don't show. I don't know on a first appointment though.
I can understand that.
I don't know. I think if you're a client of the gym and you don't show up for your appointments, we do penalize our clients if they
Sure,
don't show up.
absolutely.
We give them a couple warnings, but yeah, we have a policy in place. You don't show up for your appointments, you're going to get a $25 fee. Same with doctors' offices. I don't know on the first one. It's hard enough to get them to.
Yeah, no, I agree. I
Press
think
the
that would
button.
have to be you'd have to have the position where you're almost selective on, like, you'd have to know your facility's almost maxed out.
Yeah.
You're taking very few more candidates, and you're only it's almost like an application process in order to be part of it.
Yeah.
So
I've also seen it goes the other way. I've seen this happen, but this is almost when a service provider comes to your house, like a plumber, right? There's a trip charge of $100. We show up, and if we do work together, I'll apply that 100 to your whatever service. How would you roll? I mean, this is us spitballing, guys. So those other tactics, those are the
do
ones
those
we came
for
up
sure.
with. And I'm just trying to think about some other things we could do. So those alone. Here's another one. You can incentivize them, not just with the T-shirts and stuff, but if you have an offer, let's just say it's a 3-week program, you're going to get 3 sessions and whatever, and it's not a paid online thing. But if once you show up to your appointment, we're going to give you an extra 3 sessions when you show up this week, or if you call us now, we'll give you another X, Y, or Z added on, so that incentivize them to call. I know I've done that before.
we work with, or we just had Zach on Promotion Vault.
Yep.
Right. There's other ways of incentivizing using things based on users' actions. You right? That
Yeah,
you can
check.
Similar idea.
Check this out, y'all. Here's a little golden nugget coming at you. So it's our 10-year anniversary coming up here at Pulse Fitness, and we just decided, what did we want to do to capitalize on our 10-year anniversary? Well, I like the number 10 played into
Makes
this.
sense.
So what we decided to do is we're going to do a 10-day trial and we're going to pay you $10 to come.
Yep.
And the way that's going to work is we're going to give you 4 training sessions, and we're going to pay you $10 to come. The way it works is you when you show up, you're going to give us $10 to do the 10 days. And when you finish up your 4th session and you meet with Zach to close the deal, we're going to give you a $20 gift card to Amazon or whatever the promotion vault was. So the whole ad is going to be, we'll pay you $10 to train with us.
Yep.
Instead of free, we're actually paying them. Technically, they're paying us 10. We're going to give them 20 back.
Yeah, they're $10 in profit for 10 days of training.
They get it all. Technically, it's free plus $10. So, if somebody does all of that, and my thing is, like, they're going to show up, so we incentivize them with the $10. I mean, I know it's not a lot, but we want to play in this $10, $20 range just based on Zach's suggestions on activation rates and all the things, and that we didn't need to go $200 like I was thinking. I was thinking, hey, let's get everybody in here. I'll give you a $1,000 gift card to sign up for a year. I mean, we still win, but he said everybody's going to activate that card. So
It's a lot of thousands back out. But I think a lot of that goes back to the comfort of that individual, speaking to them at their level. People like to be told what to do next. And so the video is explaining what to expect when you're coming into the facility.
Yes.
The
I got
confirmation,
another
the email, all of those things, to guide them through that process. Put yourself through that process. Shop your own, onboarding system, and what things are you coming up with yourself that you feel you guys can overcome through that conversation.
Right, and going back to a friend that came in and anxiety, think about the things they're going through, and if you can push some social proof out, some success stories into the confirmations and the reminder text messages and emails of people that look and act like them, and if you really got deep into the weeds on your marketing, if you knew that you were pushing this out to 45 plus year old females, and they go through a specific link and they only book on a specific calendar, and they only got testimonials from 45-year-old plus females, and you did that same thing with men. If you could segment, you can segment this, but how granular you're going to go. Like, I can push ads out for females 45 plus, and I can have them hit this landing page and a special link for just that demo. And when that demo books, that demo will get these specific messages. That can lower the barrier too. I would do that if we had high volume and you could get 50, 80 appointments a month per demo. Then that makes a lot of sense. If not, throw some general fitness people in your success stories.
You could even segment it. Just do weight loss versus strength gains. I know we've had that as part of our segmentation with like the bot automation from Facebook, things like that. Ask the questions when somebody can self-identify which pond they sit in. Speak to them at that level. That's knowing your client. And the marketing side is endless when it comes to that type of stuff.
You can segment down. I mean, if you're a women's only facility, it's really easy for you.
Yeah.
And if you're like our friend Rick in Alloy, he's got a really specific demo, which is a little bit older. So we can have those
active
aging. So we can create marketing, at least automation behind the confirmation to lower the anxiety, lower the fear. People just like me are there. I know what to expect. This is who I'm meeting. I'm going to show up to this deal because these guys really care about me. And all those fears and the reasons why they didn't come in are now gone because I've got all those questions answered ahead of time. I'm showing up.
Yeah. Would you say that the majority of people don't show? I mean, a small percentage of them forget. Right? Like people just
especially if they book out the next week and there's a weekend in between.
Let's talk about that. Speed to contact. The second you generate a lead, get on top of that lead. Like if you're not reaching out to that person within 10 minutes with a text message or an email confirmation, a phone call within a half hour, a couple hours, like these people are excited. They raise their hand. They've said, hey, I'm interested in something that you have to offer. If you don't show them that you're equally excited for them to be there, why would they show up? If you sit on a lead for a week and then you contact them, don't expect those people to walk through a door.
Yeah, but that's before they book the appointment. That's like contacting them. Like what we like to do is we book appointments automated.
Automated, yeah.
So we do the follow-up through automation and text message with the links. But after that is booked, then getting to show is where the problem is. Yeah. And a little side note, you would add all of these things to the flow chart that we just created.
Yeah.
Go to pfmarketingsolutions.com/flow. You can download that free PDF. It's a great troubleshooting guide on lead generation and show rates and closings and all these things on how to get your campaigns to perform better. We put that together just based on strictly the questions we were getting.
Yep.
And we try to do like a little troubleshooting guide. So that's free for you guys, pfmarketingsolutions.com/flow. Boom.
Yeah.
All right. What else? So, guys, we got that event. I think we pounded the nail deep into this. How to help people get the show rates up.
I think there's a lot of things that I could probably say that most of the facilities we work with aren't doing yet. There's a script. Go do all that stuff, but
implement what we just talked about, and then continuously confirm the appointment. It's not just that first confirmation; it's the day of, the day before. Don't open your calendars up too far in advance because, like you said, people do forget.
Sure.
So what do we like? About 4 days max. So if it's a Thursday, somebody can book like on a Monday.
And there's something to be said about that individual who sees a wide open available calendar, right? Nobody walks into an empty restaurant. Nobody walks into energy breeds energy. They want to know that you have other people in the mix to be working with as well.
Yep.
So limiting some of that availability based on time is a good thing, not only for keeping that contact close, but showing them that other people are still in the mix.
Yes. Yeah, good point. So social proof by subconsciously showing their booked calendar that there's not a bunch of availability. So by default, there's other people involved here. So that's another way. One other thing, and I know we're kind of jumping around, everybody, I apologize that, but things are just flying through my head right now.
It's a big problem.
One other thing that you might think and consider is, like on a calendar, you can double book and triple book and quadruple book an hour slot. And if 2 people don't show up and 2 people do, you can still do a consultation with 2 people, maybe back to back or together. We've done group
closes, yeah.
So maybe if you've got only 2 or 3 hours a day that you can take consultations, allow your calendar to get double booked, triple booked, and just do group consultations. So even if somebody doesn't show up, you're not sitting there twiddling your thumbs. At least you got an opportunity with somebody. That's another way to kind of limit this.
And I'd be curious to see if that boosts your conversion rate at that segment, because now there's that subconscious hey, these people are interested also. How many spaces can I get? When I want to be the first in.
You know what our record is? We did these challenges. Kelly crushed a challenge. It was in Baltimore. Oh my gosh. We ran the ads, and within hours we had 50 people booked out for a particular kind of orientation. When she got there, I think she closed 28 people at the same time.
In a group close?
In a group close. 28 people for $500 a piece.
$500 back then, yeah.
In an hour. Good for her.
That doesn't suck.
No. So, yeah, there is that psychology of, this person's signing, so this person feels like they have to sign. If the other way around is if one person walks out, they're all walking out. So you better get that first close deal on a group close. So, all right, so that's this episode. Hopefully you guys grab some nuggets and value to just up that conversion rate as far as the show rates go. Because the more people to show, the more at-bats you have, the more sales you're going to make just by default, even if nothing else changed down the road. If your sales conversion is only 50%, but you got 10 people to show instead of 5, guess what? You just closed 5 instead of 2.5. Big win.
Big win.
So last closing notes here, unless you've got anything. Our event is on October 18th and 19th. 400K or more is the line in the sand. If you're doing that, great. We want you here. It's going to be a great event. Head over to pfmarketingsolutions.com/event. Until next time, keep changing lives. We'll see you. Bye.
Take care, guys.